Hello, 22 Tony here. I'm on location today at the Pennsylvania Cartridge Collector Show in Morgantown, Pennsylvania. Now, I've talked about the difficulties in collecting cartridges in the past, the difficulty in finding them and shipping, but today we've hit the mother lode. At the Cartridge Collector Show, you will find a huge variety of individual cartridges. You'll find full boxes. You will find military items. Just an absolute huge selection here. But today I stopped at this particular table because I found a box that I think is absolutely amazing of rimfire. This entire lot here is different sizes, calibers, rimfire. I pulled out a few of them just to give us a little bit of a closer look. Started here with this as the first one that I caught my eye. This is a French. We're not sure exactly what it is. I have to look it up, but it's a French rimfire. Looks like about 22 caliber. Next, I've got the 22 WRF. I've talked about that in recent videos, and I mentioned that I didn't have one in my collection. So before I leave today, I'm going to have a 22 WRF. But then I pulled out a few other cartridges here. We've got 32 caliber, 38 caliber, 41, 44, 50 caliber. These are things you just don't find every day. This isn't something you're going to find at a garage sale. And to find this little collection all at once, I was just absolutely amazed. But I want to move on a little bit. That's my interest. Some of you are interested in other things. So we have centerfire cartridges, rifle cartridges, and like I said, we have entire boxes, and military. Sorry to do that to you. But it's a huge selection here today, and this is just one dealer that I've stopped at. We're going to be stopping at a few others today, and give you an idea on what you might be able to find if you're lucky enough to have a collector show in your area. Okay, I've found another booth here at the Pennsylvania Cartridge Collector Show, and I found a dealer that deals mostly in boxes. He's got older boxes and some not quite so old. But what I found was an amazing collection of 22 boxes. So those of you that have seen my collection know that I've got a pretty good start, but nothing close to what I found here at the show. Now, we've talked about high-end boxes, and I've shown you, $100 boxes, but I haven't had the ability to show you a $1,000 box. Well, today we've got some pretty close to that range. I want to point out this Winchester. This is a $750 box. We've got a Colt here. This is a $750 box. The condition's not great.
I do have this.
But this is an extremely rare box, and this is a $750 box. We've got the elusive WRF. We've got some Sears Stay Clean. That I enjoy the retailers' boxes. You'll find Peters and Winchester. There's another, here's a $750 box, and here's a similar, try to get it without the glare, it's probably about a $400 box here. So there's an amazing collection here. For those of you that are trying to build your collection, the Cartridge and Collector Show is the place to go. So you will find some of these boxes occasionally at the gun shows, but you're not going to find this quality of boxes. These are what the collector's looking for. These are the high-end 22 boxes. These are things you're not going to find at a garage sale. So to get boxes of this quality, you do have the option of the internet and pay the shipping cost, but even then, this quality is just not something you're going to find every day.
That's a good book.
So for those of you that have a cartridge show in your area, this is certainly something you're going to want to check out, and hopefully you can come across that one box that you've been looking for all these years. Okay, I'm at another booth now at the Pennsylvania Collectors Show, the Cartridge Collector Show here in Morgantown, Pennsylvania. And I know some of you collect shotgun cartridges, shotgun shells. Now, I'm not a big collector of the paper shotgun shells, but you know I do have a few in my collection. But here's, I've mentioned that they're not real difficult to find, and most of the time at the shows you'll find somebody that has a few boxes of the shells. And now here they have some of the brass shells for those of you that collect the brass shells. But what I thought was interesting here is they have the tools to reload. And the old iron tools for reloading are very collectible. So some of you that are interested in collecting, but you're not really interested in the cartridges, or you live in an area where live cartridges are a problem, you always have the option of the reloading tools. So this is something else you might find at a cartridge show. Even though these aren't cartridges, it's part of the whole collecting process, and it's another option. And we're always looking for other options on how to collect and where to collect. Not only at the cartridge show, but you'll also find these at gun shows and even antique shops. So it's just one more option on where and how to collect antique and vintage cartridges. Okay, I found another table here at the Pennsylvania Cartridge Collector Show in Morgantown, and there's no way I was going to get out of here without showing the big boys. So here's an entire table of mostly military, and this is something those of you that are interested in something a little bit different than 22 shells might have some interest in, like I said, some of the big boys. So this is something else you will find at a cartridge show. You're not as likely to find these at the gun show. You're certainly not going to find this type of quantity or quality at a garage sale. But these are things that you're not going to find on the internet. And you're not going to find, you know, in your everyday antique shops and garage sales. It's not just the kind of thing you find lying around. But this is something else you'll find at the Cartridge Collector Show. It's certainly worth the time if you have a show in your area. These are very interesting, even if you don't want to purchase, if you're not interested in buying, just looking but don't touch. There's some amazing items here. As always, thanks for watching my videos. I hope you enjoyed, and I hope you'll share and watch my other videos. Hello, 22 Tony here.